Boom, you know what it is. It's your boy Slangerton. He keeps putting a little filter on there. So I know a little thing or two about taking bodybuilding supplements, right? I've been a pro bodybuilder for a long time. I won the North Americans back in 2017. I've been competing in bodybuilding since 2010. So I've run my fair share of bodybuilding enhancements over the years, right? It started in 2013 with my first bodybuilding show in the NPC. I did the Ohio State Championships. All the way to my last show, which was the Tampa Pro, or was it the Chicago Pro in 2021? One of the two, I can't remember now. But I have so much scar tissue in my lats, it's crazy. They're literally like, there's like tissues of hardness on both sides of my lat, like this big on both sides. If I do like a row motion like this with my shirt off, you can see the chunks of tissue on there. Like I put it everywhere, right? My chest, growth hormone, insulin, in the stomach, shoulders, the delts, the rear delts, brachialis, bicep, 3 heads of the tricep, quads. I never put anything in my calves, but pretty much everywhere else. I have so much scar tissue buildup everywhere. But I don't want you guys to take advice from these like average physiques or these young guys on the internet, especially here. They do these live Q&As talking about these drugs and how much for you guys to take. Like, this is horrible advice. Like, I would never take advice from an early 20-year-old talking about hormones and how to enhance your body. Why in the world would you ever listen to anybody like this? You need to go to somebody that's actually been doing it for decades, right? Or professional coaches that's been doing this for a long time. Like I work with Chris Aceto, who's helped people from in the 90s. He helped Mike Francois. He helped all these guys from years ago. I've worked with Matt Jansen. He helped me win my pro card. I worked with Phil Viz, who's very knowledgeable in the chemical space. I've worked with Johnny Castellini. I've worked with Blue Taylor. I've worked with Justin Compton. I've worked with so many of these, top level guys that's been doing this for a long time. And so why in the world would you listen to some 20-year-old kid on this app? Makes no sense to me. So you need to be smart with what you're doing and not just listen to any, Yahoo on here that's giving you guys drug advice on how to do injections and how much drugs to take and all this stuff. So it's just very, very important that, you do your research, you find a credible person that's actually done something, right? Like if you come to me, for instance, like I've literally helped 1,000 people. I've been helping people since 2013 when I was still in the military working full time. I've done so many bodybuilding shows. I know how to take insulin. I know how to take growth hormone. I know how to take IGF. I know how to take all of these drugs. And I will tell you, it all comes down to the training and the food. You can take all the drugs that you want. It's not going to put on the tissue if you don't have the food there, if you don't stimulate the tissue properly. I have so many conversations on Instagram every single day with people that are training one body part multiple times a week. In what world does training something and breaking it down multiple times going to make it bigger? There's no room to grow. This isn't shooting free throws where you're trying to get better at a skill or hitting tennis balls over a net. Like bodybuilding and sports are completely two different things. If you want to put on muscle mass the fastest, it's high intensity training. You have to train at a high intensity with a low volume, and then you need more days outside the gym to recover. Tell me how I don't even take anything anymore. And half the time I don't even take my 125 to 250 milligrams of test a week, and I maintain 260 pounds. I work out 3 days a week. Sometimes I work out twice a week. Is it my genetics? No. They called me Slank when I was in high school because I was so fucking skinny. So if a skinny guy can learn all of this stuff and show you guys how to do this stuff, show you the proper ways to train, the proper things to eat. It's not about the drugs, man. It's about the training and the food. So I know there's a lot of younger guys that watch this stuff, that follow me. I used to have a massive account before. I've lost it all. So I don't know how many people are actually going to see this, but it all comes down to this, the training and the nutrition. The health supplements, they're okay. They have their place. If you're going to buy any health supplements, creatine and whey protein, maybe omega and vitamin D. Those are probably the best ones for you to get. All the other stuff you don't really need, but they are beneficial if you can afford it, right? So let's sum this up. Quit taking advice from young 20-year-olds on how to take drugs incorrectly. Train at high intensity, low volume. Eat all the food so you have the proper materials in your body to actually recover from the workouts and grow big muscles. Creatine, whey protein is the best. And if you want to work with the Slangerton, hit me in the DMs. Let's go.